Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to KwingsLetsPlays. How's everybody doing? It is the return of Detective Pikachu. It's been quite a while. The last time we did Detective Pikachu, I want to say, was maybe 2018, I think, on Nintendo 3DS. It might have been longer than that, though. And, of course, the Detective Pikachu movie came out with Ryan Reynolds and not Danny DeVito. But the adventure of Pikachu and Tim continues. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Your first like goal is 100 likes. So let's get into the game and see what it's all about. This is early access. The full game comes out tomorrow around 10 in the morning. So if you guys are waiting for the game, this is, of course, a preview of it. But we have access to the full game. So let's go.
Yay!
And we had some shenanigans with Link. That's why we're a little late. So.
Oh, that cat.
Yep.
The name's Pikachu, and I'm what you might call a great detective.
Recap time.
With my bolts of brilliance, I've solved many mysteries. My partner Harry and I ran into some trouble on a case. Harry suddenly disappeared, and I'd lost all my memories. After that, I was wandering the city when I ran into Tim. Somehow, he could understand what I was saying. Our goals were one and the same. Find Detective Harry, because my missing partner just so happened to be Tim's dad. While we were searching for Harry, we uncovered a series of crimes involving R, a chemical that drove Pokémon berserk. Tim and I managed to solve the case and save Rhyme City. And yet... Harry was still missing. Even now, the two of us are still searching for him. Harry. Just where the heck did you go?
Danny DeVito should have been Pikachu. Detective Pikachu returns.
And so, to promote an even stronger bond between the people and Pokémon of Rhyme City, I hereby proclaim this day the start of Pokémon Friendship Week. To commemorate this event, we present this award to Tim Goodman and Pikachu, who saved...
Harry!
The great detective known as Bolts of Brilliance.
Pika? Oh, Pikachu, I'm sorry. I guess that's a sign I better wrap this speech up, eh?
Wow. You couldn't have picked a worse time to doze off.
Sorry.
Now then, due to the R incident of 2 years ago, some of our citizens began to doubt Rhyme City's motto, coexistence with Pokémon. So to those of you who were affected, I offer you my deepest sympathies.
What's that?
A CorviKnight?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, it's coming this way!
Watch out!
Sir, follow me! Everyone, get inside right away!
What the heck is going on?
Could it be R?
R? Don't think so. Its behavior is different. It's all right. Just calm down.
Watch out, Pikachu.
Huh? Pikachu.
Lousy CorviKnight. It just made off with my signature hat.
My dad gave you that hat.
Yeah, we gotta get it back.
And now he's just a regular Pikachu. You know how important that hat is to me. And that stupid Pokemon flew off with it. What a mess. Let's get it back. Oh, what's that? Hey, Tim, over here! Go to Pikachu. Alright,
Oh, no.
the case of the missing hat, maybe.
It's weird hearing Pikachu talk like a detective when his hat is gone.
Yeah, his hat is gone.
I feel like he would just go back to regular Pikachu, like, Pika, 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 Pika! Like, when his hat was all gone, and then he put
The hat made him magical.
the hat back on.
Hey, Tim, over here! Sorry, Pikachu. Grumpy. So,
Look, this must be the notebook the mayor dropped. Oh, there's something inside. A family photo? This girl looks familiar. Oh, she's the one who didn't look too happy during the mayor's speech.
That's my classmate, Rachel. She knows a lot about Pokemon.
Huh? Whoa, time out. You know her? Why am I just now learning this?
we should probably return this notebook to the mayor. Yeah, but first we gotta deal with that Pokemon. Right, let's go, Pikachu. Hey, now, what do we do? Huh? That's, oh yeah, this doesn't look good.
Pido.
A regular sight in Rhyme City's parks.
Oh,
Is the Pidove unconscious? Don't touch it. Moving this Pokemon could injure it. Hey, big guy, what happened to Pipdove, huh? Well, I'm at a loss. Nothing we, tried so far is working, so... Hey, can you even hear me? You, cute, cut your Pikachu's Pika chatter and, evacuate the area, would you? Nope, nobody can hear him but Tim. Chief of Pokemon Protection Bureau. Can hear how healthy you are.
Oh, okay. Oh, she has, psychic powers.
Need you to track down, that, what is that?
CorviKnight?
CorviKnight and get this area evacuated, but I can't just leave this Pipdove here, so... Hey! What happened there? Pika. Calm down, Pikachu. No one can hear you, remember? To everyone else, you're just saying Pika. I'm the only one who understands what you're saying. All right, sorry. I got a little worked up seeing Pipdove in such bad shape. Okay, Tim, it's on you to ask the big guy what went down. Pika. Excuse me, what happened here? Oh, you're that young detective, huh? Yeah, my name is Tim Goodman, and this is my partner, Pikachu. Well, let's see. Will Butler here, Pokemon Protection Bureau, and this is my Pokemon with the police department's rescue squad. Now, I'll spare you the details. Right now, we need your help with this Pidgeot. All that wind that Pokemon whipped up blew it around and knocked it out. So...
Audino?
Yeah.
I think Audino?
That's what I thought.
Or
Audino used a move to help recover Pipdub, but it still hasn't woken up.
Audino.
That's a girl.
Oh. Chief, no civilian injuries to report at this time.
Copy that. Good work. Now, I should really get back to leading the evacuation, but I can't just leave Pipdub here, so... You ought to clear out here, too, young detective. Mr. Butler. I think it's... I can't tell if there's an R or a T next to it. I just woke up. Let's help you take care of this Pokemon. We'll find a way to wake it up. Yeah. Let's get a couple of great detectives handle this. You? This is an emergency situation, kid. Not one that requires my full attention. Maybe I should let you help, huh? Alright. I'll leave the wake up to this Pidove to you. I'm counting on you. Yes, sir. Let's go, Pika. Okay.
Cool.
Huh?
Oh, you do a better pigeon than me.
I just woke up. No way. Hey, why don't we talk to those other Pipdubs? Sure. Let's give it a shot.
Cool.
Hey, where you going, Tim? We gotta ask those Pipdubs some questions. Hold on a sec, Tim. Before we talk to these guys, there's something I need to tell you. What's that only I can hear you and I sound insane? Not that, Tim. Cases don't just pop up when it's convenient for us. I just gotta tell you that, okay? Right. Oh, and it's a good long while since our last case scene, right? Yeah, 2018. Good times. Well, that's true. So let's hit pause and jog our memories so we can go and investigate a case. We'll do this one by the book, alright? If you say so. Alright. This is our first investigation in a long time. Unfortunately, Pidgeot's injuries are already healed. Unfortunately? All we gotta do is find a way to wake it up. Some might call it a coincidence, but me, I call it an opportunity for our detectives' work tutorial. Perfect, right? I suppose. Alright, let's get a refresher of our memory and make sure we conduct a full investigation. Got it. First, let's quickly go over how we investigate. I had talked to the Pokemon, okay? I can talk to people, and you talk to the Pokemon. Yeah, together the two of us will gather evidence and take testimonies from people and Pokemon, and piece them all together to solve the case. Yeah, I get that's how we do it. Okay, exactly, Tim. Okay, but it still sounds like you're just going Pika, 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 Pika. Wise guy, huh? Sure thing, here I go, Pika. Hey, Pidgeot, can you talk? I'm guessing you're pals with that unconscious Pidgeot. Mind if I ask you a couple questions?
Cool.
Yeah, okay. It says their friend's taking a nap and won't wake up. I kind of gathered that by the Pidgeot being unconscious, but...
Cool.
Okay, you really love the smell. Wait, what? That's gotta do something, huh?
Cool.
Nice strong aroma makes the sleepy times go away. Ah, that's what it's saying. Hey, you think these Pidgeot could be more concerned about their unconscious friend instead of chirping about something small or smell? I'm gathering there's a certain aroma that Pidgeots use to wake up their Pikachu. Oh, I guess that's all we're gonna get, huh? Maybe we should question some of the other Pidgeot around here.
Question other ones.
Hey, Tim! Come here a sec. You've had too much coffee, Pikachu. If you get stuck during your investigation and see the light bulb icon in the lower left corner of the screen, you can press the left button to consult Pikachu and get a hint. Yay. Well, I can already tell this series is going to put me through a lot of work. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, if you want, I can voice somebody, but I don't know who. Everyone is guys so far, except for that one Audino.
Yep. Call me before you go anyway, Tim. I don't want to. Okay, I'm a little curious about what that Pidgeot was saying. Yeah, its friend is unconscious, but all it wanted to talk about was an aroma it likes. Yeah. Nice strong aroma makes the sleepy times go away. That's all I could get out of it. Aroma, sleepy times, go away. Wait, what was it talking about using some kind of scent? And what if that scent could wake up his friend? That's it, Tim. If we could find strong aroma those Pidgeot were chirping about, maybe it'll wake up their unconscious friend. That's what I'm thinking. It's worth a shot at least. But how are we gonna find a scent like that? There might be some kind of Pokemon who haven't evacuated yet. Maybe we can ask them. That reminds me, listen up, Tim. If you're having trouble during an investigation, you can call out to me at any time. I can give you advice discreetly so no one else notices. Of course, you can also mull things over on your own, but if you get stuck, it might be a good idea to take a break and retrace your steps. That's important too. You can press the plus button during gameplay to open the submenu. In this menu, you can save the game and change your game settings. You can press ZL during a gameplay to reread recent conversations. Older conversations eventually disappear, so be careful not to forget what was said. Okay, here we go. I'm just a regular chatty Pikachu. Pika.
Cool.
Sorry. You should evacuate too, detective. I'm a detective, even though I just look like a skater punk.
It's kind of weird that he was seen as a detective as a kid. Please be careful.
What happened to the girlfriend he made? Or was that in just... He didn't make a girlfriend in the previous game. I thought he did.
Maybe she moved away.
Yeah, probably the case. It's been 2 years. New love interest time. Usually what happens.
Yep.
Alright guys, how we doing on those likes? You're almost at 100 likes already? Great job. Keep it up. Doing good.
Ooh, a food truck. That looks fun.
A food truck? This looks like a balloon thing.
Oh.
I can't tell.
Oh,
it is.
it's
It's
ice
got, it's coffee. Coffee and muffins.
Sons of Gaming says never enough coffee.
Yep.
Levitates using electromagnetism. Like, magnetism.
A little jolt from Magmite here might be just what Pivdove needs to wake up. What? Wait, what? You can't use your moves, so you'd have to ask Magmite here to do the jolting for you, huh? Hey, that's what happens when you become a talking Pokemon. You lose your powers. Let's not go there, okay? You know I'd use my moves if I could.
Mag!
Oh yeah, I'll tell you what problem is. You've got a Pivdove that won't wake up. I was thinking of maybe your electric-type moves could jolt it awake. Though probably only, as a last resort.
Mag! Mag!
Okay, so you'd be willing to help us out. Thanks. If all else fails, we'll hit you up for an electrifying assist.
Mag!
Okay, so remember that we can basically electrocute the thing.
Yeah, if we need to.
Do another Pivdove.
Oh!
You're all worried about your friend, huh? Investigate the friend that's only around. Wow, hang in there, little Pokemon. We'll wake you up eventually, probably.
Says nothing.
Says nothing.
Nah.
Zatu?
Zatu? Stares into the beyond.
That's Zatu. I can never tell what it's staring at or what it might be thinking. But maybe that's the sort of Pokemon we probably got all kinds of incredible knowledge, right?
I don't know about that, but let's try asking if it knows anything about how to wake up Pipdove.
Oh yeah, way ahead of you. Hey, Zatu. Can you hear me? Hey!
It's not saying anything. I wonder what's wrong.
Oh, it wants peace and quiet. It's sunbathing.
Oh, it's awfully calm given all the commotion going on.
Maybe we should try asking someone else.
I'm sitting there meditating or something.
Sitting there meditating. Okay, so there's more Pidgeoves way over here.
Oh, oh.
A nice strong aroma makes the sleepy times go away. Hold up, if Pidgeoves are gathered here, that means... Must be a smell that makes stuff go away. Oh, it's singing about how much it loves this aroma. Wait, if Pidgeoves love this aroma, then maybe... This perfume shop? Okay, they're not
I
gonna
think
let
it
us
might
go
be
inside
the
shop.
aroma of coffee.
I don't think that's a coffee thing.
Oh,
Oh
maybe
wait,
I'm
maybe
wrong.
it is. No, that you're right. That is a coffee thing. He wants coffee, probably. Excludes an aroma.
Aromatis.
Yeah.
Aroma?
You're Aromatis, ain't you? What are those? What are these Pidgeoves surrounding you for?
Aroma.
They're starting flocking to you as soon as you got here, huh?
These Pidgeotto have been following this Pokemon around, haven't they?
You're asking to make the nice aroma, huh? Now, hurry up and make this nice aroma.
Aroma.
The Pidgeotto are really getting on its nerves, huh? Seems like these Pidgeotto are all drawn to that scent that this thing makes. Which means Aromatis or whatever might be able to help us wake up the unconscious Pidgeotto.
Good thinking, Pikachu. Let's ask this Pokemon if it's willing to help us out.
Oh yeah. Hey there, Aromatis or whatever. We could use your help.
Aromati.
Oh, it'll help out if we get it, these Pidgeotto to stop following it around. Fair enough. Let's talk to the Pidgeotto. I just hope they understand us.
No one understands you, Pikachu. It just sounds like you're saying Pika, Pika, Pika.
Pika.
That's right.
Sorry to ask you this, but, could you move, somewhere else? Hey, now. Not the time to stop and smell the aromas. We're trying to help our friend here. So guess what? Pretty soon, Aromatis is gonna go make a lot of nice aromas right over there. Yeah, they're on board with the nice aromas over there plan.
So they'll move? Great.
They can't show them move, so they have to do a fade to black to remove them from the scene.
All right, there. I wonder if this Pokemon's willing to help us out now.
Aroma.
I'd be happy to lend a hand on now that we got those Pidgeotto to move.
Great. Let's take it over to the other Pidgeotto and, do stuff.
Okay, Aromatis, here's the Pidgeotto that needs some help.
Aroma.
It's all knocked out. And now, hopefully the smell will wake it up.
All right.
So weird.
He looks dead aside just as when he was on the ground.
Glad that worked.
Okay, so that was our first introductory case.
Oh.
Biv Dub's awake, huh?
Adino.
Wow, aromatise scent. It's really nice.
But it's kind of like a really strong perfume.
Oh, I don't get why Pitch Dub likes it so much. Glad you're enjoying it.
Aroma.
Okay, yep. You were a big help too, thanks. Excellent work, young detective. That perked up Pitch Dub right up. I didn't even consider getting help from other Pokemon in the area. Oh yeah, come to think of it, police officer was calling this big guy Chief.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Probably 'cause he's the chief. How about you ask him and find out? About you, Mr. Butler. Yeah, I'm Will Butler, chief of PBB.
Peanut butter and jelly.
The Peanut Butter Bureau?
The Pokemon Police Bureau, probably.
Pokemon Police Bureau, huh?
We're an organization dedicated to protecting Pokemon of Rhyme City. We weren't in the last game, but now we're in this one. The Pokemon Protection Bureau. Say, it's kind of like the police, but focused on Pokemon. Interesting.
I didn't know we had something like that.
It's a new feature, Tim. The Bureau only recently started as its official operations, and at the moment we're borrowing office space at the Rhyme City Police Station as cooperating with the police. We dispatched to provide security, but well, just look at how that happened. I can't believe a fiasco this big occurred on my watch. Honestly, I'm embarrassed.
Yeah, I'd be embarrassed too.
Oh, we formed 2 years ago as a response to the infamous R incident and the case you two solved. Back then, the Pokemon-related distances were happening all over the city. Disappearances, sorry. The human and Pokemon residents of Rhyme City were deeply infected by it. Mayor Myers was so shaken by what occurred, he took it upon himself to create the PPB as a countermeasure. He wanted to make sure crimes involving Pokemon like the R incident would never happen again. But that's why this organization exists.
Isn't keeping the peace the police's job, though?
In the past few years, Rhyme City has seen a concerning rise in a number of reported incidents and accidents. The police are struggling to handle so many incidents, including those involving Pokemon. Now the police can protect the human population of Rhyme City, and we can protect the Pokemon by dividing up the work.
That makes sense. So that's why PBB was formed. You know what? I'm just going to call you the Pokemon Bureau. That's why the Pokemon Bureau was formed. Just what I'd expect from Rhyme City.
Howard really is looking out for us Pokemon, huh? That's all to say, Pikachu. By the way, young detective, I was watching your investigation earlier and couldn't help but notice. Were you explaining things to Pikachu? You weren't talking to your Pokemon, were you?
Huh? I mean,
I don't think Pikachu understands what you're telling him, though. Unless the two of you have telepathy?
I'm not actually talking to him. It's more like getting advice. No, that's not what I want to say either.
Oh, I get it. Wink. You talk to Pikachu to organize your thoughts, right? Interesting way to form deductions, if you ask me.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, great. So much for my reputation.
Well, we do understand each other now, don't we? Haha.
Will you stop doing this in public? It makes me look insane. That was close, though. I thought we'd get caught.
Be careful. Usually folks wouldn't believe me we could talk to one another, now would they?
Oh my gosh.
Hey, whoa!
Ah!
Well, what's going on now?
The bird's back.
It's back again. Come on, let's chase it down.
Oh, he's got a gruff sounding voice.
Yeah.
Let's chase it down. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, it's that Pokemon again.
Hey, give me back my hat, you little punk.
The chief went after that thing in his patrol car. My face is covered by a skeleton. There I am. The chief went after that night Pokemon.
I bet that
CorviKnight.
CorviKnight. I hate made-up names.
That's my hat. Let's follow it. You guys.
Eggs! Up!
Oh, those Pokemon cries. Sounds like they're coming from the direction of that CorviKnight thing.
Let's go check it out. How many times is Nintendo gonna say that same thing that we need to learn over and over again? Today's word is CorviKnight.
Wow, you did such a great job on this thumbnail, Luke.
Thank you.
You don't even need me for thumbnails anymore. Unbelievable. Not that you ever did. You always did Photoshop stuff. Wow, it looks so good. I like the little insertion of the you put a little a magnifying glass in there.
That's based on the original design that we did.
Oh wow, it looks really good, Luke.
Wait, how do we leave? Oh, the squad car's gone now.
Whoa! Pikachu, look, it's a giant Pokemon.
No. How do you like these apples? They're scattered all over the place. What a mess. Investigate the area. Oh, these are apple Pokemon from the new game.
Applin!
Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you got it. It's dangerous here, Applin. You should find somewhere safe.
That's odd. It doesn't seem like it wants to leave there, Pikachu.
Let's talk to it. Okay, about you. I haven't seen Applin in this city before. Where'd you come from?
App!
I see. Oh, you got to sleep in a wooden crate and then you woke up and you're always someplace new. Interesting.
So the apple vendor travels to different locations and this Applin gets carried along with it.
Yeah, the apple vendor probably doesn't know about this Applin, though.
Apple!
Something suddenly shook it and, awake. Or whatever.
I bet that was CorviKnight. Same goes for these crates.
I don't see the apple vendor. They must have evacuated the area. What happened here?
Up!
Oh, so the wooden crate shook and you got thrown out? And that's when you realized your friends were missing.
Oh no, it got separated. Then let's help find his friends.
Good thinking. How many friends were you with, huh?
Up!
2? Okay, got it. Okay, from what Applin said, I think I get what's going on here, Tim. As much as I'd like to get my hat back from the CorviKnight.
We can't just abandon a Pokemon in need of our help, right?
Yeah, that's a kind of great detective would we be if we didn't lend a helping hand or two, huh?
Yeah, okay, we should investigate the fallen apples over there.
That's right, Tim. I'd be happy to if there wasn't a tree in the way. Something about it seems odd to me. Maybe we should investigate first. You mean the giant Pokemon that's right here? Can we investigate this thing? No. Okay.
Okay, we can't investigate because this tree's in the way. We should probably do something about it.
Well, we could just cut it down.
You want me to be it or
Yep.
you? Eggs!
Whoa! This tree's an executor!
You didn't notice by the feet?
Creepy!
Wait, isn't this a Alolan executor or whatever?
Huh? It's a tree with legs. I'd never seen one before, so I didn't even realize that. What's it doing in Rhyme City?
We should probably ask it some questions, Tim. Hey! Executor, over here! Look down! By your feet!
Egg!
Don't step on me! Whoa! Don't do all that at once. How about this? You tell me which head should answer, okay? Sound good?
Eggs!
Oops, forgot to say which head. About you. Okay, you middle head. Why are you here?
Eggs!
Okay, guess it's been traveling around with the apple vendor, okay.
That explains why it's here in Rhyme City.
Okay, that was a short little investigation. You right there. Tell me what happened here.
Eggs!
Okay, so CorviKnight came flying through, and then he tried to dodge it, and he bumped into the fruit stand?
I knew it! No, I didn't.
By the way, have you seen a hat around here? Mine's missing.
Eggs!
I guess it happened too suddenly for you to tell. Oh well. Hey, left head, we've got a favor to ask.
Egg?
Okay, sorry, but we want to search through those apples scattered behind you. Could you maybe scooch over a bit?
Egg.
Oh, good, it moved for us.
Yeah, now we can investigate the scene. More investigate the apples. Goodbye, boys.
Well, this is where all the apples got scattered around.
Okay, let the investigating begin.
Eventually, if you want me to be Tim, I can.
I'm fine. Remember what we're looking for.
The 2 missing Applin?
That's right. There are a lot of apples here, so try not to overlook them, huh?
You sound cute, though.
I sound cute. So we're looking for... None of these look like Well, that one looks like a Pokemon. It's got eyes. Bingo!
Hey, look, we found one.
Up!
A very high voice, or deep voice you got.
Oh.
Have you been sitting still pretending to be Apple this whole time? Well, you almost got eaten. That must take a whole lot of patience.
Up! Up!
Huh? Patiently staying still is one of your talents? Impressive. That CorviKnight got you wrapped up in quite the mess, though, didn't he? Your friend is waiting for you. Okay, so...
We can find other apples.
We're looking for ones that have...
2 leaves.
It has eyes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm probably gonna have to look at all these, though, because I can't really...
Maybe, like, they have to flip around or something.
It's apple crates. No sign of an Applin, though.
There are apples everywhere.
I don't see any Applin, though.
At this point, these apples are only good for making juice or jam or something. I'd still eat them bruised and all. Well, we searched pretty thoroughly. I still don't see my hat or other Applin, though.
Where could it be?
Inside of the box.
Oh.
Hey, did you see something move?
What? Oh, I didn't notice anything. I guess I'm not that sharp of a detective. I mean, it made a noise and everything, but I didn't even see or hear anything.
Try checking again, Tim. Maybe there's something's changed.
Say what?
I'm gonna look behind this crate.
Oh, his hat!
My hat!
CorviKnight dropped it.
Good, my head was getting cold. Could have sworn it wasn't here earlier, though. Anyway, I'm just glad to have it back. The Applin's gonna be under his hat.
This was a real pain. Huh? Hey, get back here. The heck?
Hey, quit playing around.
Hey, I'm not playing at all. My hat keeps moving on its own.
That's ridiculous, Pikachu.
See? Told you so.
Executor.
Guess I've gotta go get it.
Guess so.
I knew Tim had like a typical anime protagonist voice.
You sound adorable as Tim.
Well, Tim, lift me up.
Okay. You alright? Don't hurt yourself.
Please, this'll be nothing.
So cute. Uh-oh, Pikachu's falling.
Look at him.
It's too difficult for him to climb. Come on, Pikachu, you can do it. Gotta get your hat to be a real detective. Yeah!
Finally got you back.
Oh, it's an Applin.
Pikachu, it's an Applin.
Whoa!
Are you okay, Pikachu?
Fine and dandy. Nice catch, by the way. Except I'm on the ground suddenly. Are the Applin okay too?
Yeah, they all seem happy to be reunited.
Good. Glad they're all right. Now, where's my hat? So one of them was wearing my hat, huh? Seeing him move on its own really threw me for a loop.
I'm sure CorviKnight dropped that in mid-flight, and it just happened to fall on top of an Applin.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Tim, where's my hat?
Don't worry, I've got it.
At the end of the day, I'm just glad I didn't lose my hat.
Yeesh. that was a hassle.
Hey!
Yeah, now that's more like it.
Yeah, you look like yourself again.
Thanks, Tim. Harry gave me this hat to commemorate our partnership.
The awards ceremony will resume shortly. We ask that all participants please return to the venue at this time.
I guess we better hurry back.
That darn CorviKnight. I'll let it off the hook just this once.
Steals hat again.
Great work. Thank you.
My hands are tiny.
And you as well, Pikachu.
Yep.
I can't say it enough. Rhyme City owes you a debt of gratitude for your efforts. We strive for coexistence between people and Pokémon in our fair city. And you two are the ideal detective duo. On behalf of the city, I am pleased to present you with this medal.
Thank you, Mayor Myers. I'm honored.
Of course, you get one too, Pikachu.
Aww.
Yeah, I'm the great detective.
Pika Pika to you too, little hero. Both of you, keep up that great work.
Way to go, Tim! Congratulations, hon.
So cute.
Wait, is my mom in the game now?
Yeah, I don't remember. Tim is in the Matrix. Random people start appearing.
What is going on? I'm not familiar with this world.
Later that evening at Tim's apartment.
Tim, I was so proud of you today.
Huh? He is a mom!
You're amazing,
And his
Tim.
sister.
When did this happen?
You think so?
Everyone knows all about the amazing work you two have done. There was the Eevee abduction case, the fossil stealing spree.
And the Rhine Tower standoff case, too. They even made a movie based on the R case.
Yeah, I thought that movie was pretty good, but how come Mom and me didn't even show up in it?
You weren't even in the last game.
I have no idea. But movies usually do their own thing, don't they?
Yeah, I guess. Oh, by the way, I've been meaning to ask you something. This is Dad's Pikachu, right?
Yeah. He's my partner at the moment, though.
I see.
Whoa, whoa. What's with all the staring?
He saved your dad from trouble many times.
Wow!
Oh, Pikachu. The news is about to start. Maybe there's an update on that CorviKnight.
Yeah.
I'm just a little confused here. I thought I was an only child.
It kind of proves that they weren't in the last game, even by her statement that she didn't know who that Pikachu was, because if she was in the last game, she would have known.
I think they're saying the last game was a Hollywood adaptation of their story, but at the same time, you know what this is like? This is the difference between like an anime adaptation and a manga. So in the manga they had more characters, and then when they bring another season of an anime, sometimes randomly new characters show up, but they've interacted with the characters this entire time, even though it's your first time meeting said characters. That's what this is like.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, hey, these are our old case notes.
Yeah, it's all good stuff you told me to keep a record of. Why am I talking like this in front of my mom?
Not bad, Tim. There's a lot you can learn from past cases, you know. Show me what you got here. Oh yeah, the R case, huh? That takes me back. In the first case, we partnered up on.
Yeah, the R was a chemical that made Pokemon go berserk.
It was created from Mewtwo cells.
When a Pokemon was given R, its eyes would glow red and become enraged and violent. It was horrible. But now I can't believe they used innocent Pokemon to cause all those incidents.
The same. That was one tough nut to crack, but we managed to catch the culprit in the end. As for Mewtwo cells, well, the remaining vials of R, We confiscated all that stuff and brought it back to brought the culprit to justice.
Speaking of which, in our final confrontation with that guy, you managed to use one of your moves. You usually can't use any of your moves. How were you able to pull that off?
The plot, Tim, beats me, but I'm just baffled as you, kid. After Harry went missing, I lost all my memories for some reason. That's when I realized I couldn't use my moves.
Yeah, maybe the pressure of this intense situation is how you're able to use that move, huh?
Could be, Tim. It's a possibility, at least. After I used that move, I just blacked out.
Well, you did get struck by lightning, but yeah, I was worried about you. My parents probably think I'm crazy.
Alright, so this is Tim's apartment. So they get rid of his girlfriend, but they bring in his mom and his sister.
Cassie was saying she believed she saw a picture of his baby sister in the first game where she was a baby.
Wow, 2 years, she grew really fast. Oops.
Well, thank you, Cassie. We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this breaking news.
Hey, what's going on?
According to amateur footage we've received from a viewer, Pokémon appear to have caused an explosion. This explosion occurred in the mountain range northeast of Rhyme City. This may be related to the recent uptick in incidents involving Pokémon. Rhyme City Police and the newly established Pokémon Protection Bureau are investigating. Amelia Christie signing off.
Hey, Tim, did you catch that?
I hope that incident doesn't have anything to do with Dad.
Same here.
Mewtwo told me 2 years ago. Dad's alive, and we'll be able to find him as long as we don't give up.
Yeah, Mewtwo is still our only connection to finding Harry.
Whispering to Pikachu, are you?
Oh.
You're just like your father, talking to Pokémon like that.
Oh, really? It's been 2 years since the R incident. Since then, we've solved all kinds of cases. The mayor even gave us an award for it. I can still talk to Pikachu and understand him. If the two of us keep solving cases together, I'm sure we'll find my dad someday.
Okay. Yeah, he had a girlfriend in the previous game.
Yeah, I don't know why they got rid of the girlfriend. Maybe she'll show up. Or maybe she's in an alternate Earth. The day after the award ceremony.
I think her name was Amelia.
Whimsicott.
Whoa, that's a lot of Whimsicott.
Sure is. They ride through on seasonal winds every year.
I hear they can be real pranksters.
If they get in a house they like, they scatter cotton everywhere.
Sounds like a pain to clean up.
Yep.
They're like cotton sheep.
The sweet smell of coffee is calling my name.
It's the perfect Pikachu bait.
Tim!
Frank Holiday, Rhyme City Police Inspector.
Inspector Holiday, did you finally find my dad?
Sorry. No. I'm here on a different case. We've received reports of a jewel theft. Could you lend me a hand with this one?
Of course.
The incident occurred at the Dennis residence, the mansion down the street. Sorry, but Brad is waiting for me. I'll go ahead and meet up with you there.
So much for my coffee.
Aww.
Okay, let's go, Pikachu.
Wait a second, Tim. I have an important question. Since you now have a mom and sister, what happened to your girlfriend, Amelia? I'm so confused.
Girlfriend? What are you talking about?
Oh boy. Never mind. Maybe I'm remembering something different. There's no need to rush, Tim. You gotta be calm and unhurried if you want to do your best investigating, right?
Yeah, I guess so. That's true. I've always lived with my mom, Pikachu. What are you talking about?
Pikachu's the only one who remembers both timelines and Earth.
Yeah. Pikachu's a real talkative Pokemon. If you see this Pikachu icon in the lower left of the corner, you can press the right button to chat with him. Sometimes Pikachu will try to get your attention, and Pikachu icon will bounce to let you know he wants to talk. Okay, so pay attention to Pikachu's movements. Hey, don't ignore me! Hey, don't ignore me!
Tim, look, I know we need to hurry, but would it really hurt if we relaxed a bit? For instance... Oh, here's a good idea. You could listen to some sage advice from a great detective like me. Okay.
While getting coffee.
Okay, Holiday's waiting. We better go join him.
No, I don't think so. We're gonna explore.
I was thinking, Detective Pikachu 2. Pikachu experiences the Mandela effect.
Hey, Tim, my tail used to have a black spot on it. Where'd that go?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Pikachu. You never had a black line on your tail.
Oh no! Harima is facing off against the Poliwrath again!
Oh my gosh, this small child has such an adult-sounding voice.
Wait.
I think I'm hearing things.
What?
You thought that was a tiny grandmother? That's a child.
That's what I tried to do, a child. What? Oh no! Harima's facing off against Poliwrath again!
Oh look, a little girl.
Why does he act out like this? He's usually so gentle.
Is something wrong?
Yes, my voice keeps changing. My partner, Hariyama, loves showing off his strength, especially when he can test it against someone else's. And since Poliwrath is also proud of its muscles, Hariyama considers it its rival. Once they start going at it, it's hard to stop them.
Oh, yikes. We'd better avoid that alley for now. Nope. We're going into the alley. Wrath! Hurry-ya! Poliwrath and Hariyama, whatever, they're squaring off. You could cut the tension with a knife.
It looks like the fight could break out at any second.
We should probably avoid this alley so we don't accidentally set them off. Dun, 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 dun. Ow. Exploring everywhere. Hey, Tim, that's not the way to the crime scene.
I just felt like exploring, Pikachu.
Yeah, that's not this type of game, Tim. How about a little snack?
How about a little snack?
Wow, these menu items are all sorts of different berries.
Ah, with so many choices, they could cater to any Pokemon's tastes. Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
Big band music and old gumshoe dialogue. Very cool.
Gumshoe dialogue?
I don't know. I don't know what they're. I don't know what it's called. Noir detective stuff.
I appreciate you coming on such short notice, Tim. This way, the crime took place at the Dennis residence up ahead.
Old-fashioned detective movie feel.
Okay. Go to the residence. Why was he walking so slow?
Except for usually it's not like big band music when you're a detective. It's like. Yeah. I don't know.
That's a big panther.
There you go. That's like detective music.
Kinda.
Well, 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 if it isn't the great detectives.
Hello. Brad. So Brad sounds like this. Interesting. Dedicated to law and order.
It's been a while, Brad. I see you're on the case too, huh?
I suppose that means you as well. You private detectives do love sticking your noses into every little thing. If Mr. Dennis hadn't requested you personally, I'd be asking you to leave right now. Yep, he's still a jerk. I think he's holding a grudge from that one time we showed him up.
Medic!
Yeah, he says no funny business. Sheesh, no matter you, sheesh, no wonder you two are partners. That's enough, Brad. We're gonna be conducting an investigation together.
This is the scene of the crime, right?
Yes, this mansion belongs to,
Sanjeev? Dennis?
we'll just call him Dennis the Jeweler. His name's not important. Dennis residence. Dennis is a menace. Mr. Dennis is one of the wealthiest men in Rhyme City. Under normal circumstances, a civilian like yourself would never have the opportunity to meet him. Make sure you don't do anything to offend him. Oh, and don't get in the way of your investigation either. Hey, he's just gotta get a dig in somewhere, doesn't he? Okay, Tim, come on inside.
Dennis is a menace, says Sharon.
Dennis! The missing jewel.
We'll do a better voice for his dog next time. Nick. There.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that sounds more dog-like.
I see.
All right, Tim. Mr. Dennis is waiting for you in the room to the right.
Thanks, Inspector Holliday. When's Ryan Reynolds gonna show up? He was in the movie.
I don't know what you're talking about, Tim.
Oh, Tim, I've been waiting for you.
Why do they sound like that? Oi, Tim.
Yeah, he is kind of a weird American like voice because Rowless. Yeah, I mean,
My name's Dennis. I'm a jeweler, and this is my partner, Growlith.
growl.
Well, I'm Detective Tim Goodman, and this is my partner, Pikachu. I talk to Pokemon. Sorry to jump right into this, but could you please tell us what you know about this incident?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. A pretty, like, tall guy, pretty stocky and stuff, and then he is like, hello! It's like,
Hi there!
Also, like, he's supposedly, like, a very rich person and everything, so it just doesn't even sound like... Also, it doesn't really go with the name Sanjeev. You would think he would, like, have some kind of accent.
You would think with a name like that, he would sound maybe a little bit more foreign and mysterious, but no, he sounds like this. Hi, everybody! I am a wealthy guy.
Give him a clown. He sounds like Goofy.
I made all my money through nefarious means. I cannot believe that they do not take the opportunity to make this man sound international. I'm very, very upset. Okay, then. Well, Goofy it is.
About the crime scene that took place.
Our precious jewel was stolen while I was out of the house. Oh. It's called the Aura Drop, and it's a very rare jewel indeed.
Wow. You sound like a cartoon character, sir.
That's rude. What a mysterious name. Magical even, I think. Right, the thief injured one of my staff members and made off with the jewel. Thankfully, my staff member's injuries were minor, and yet...
Is something sticking out to you odd, sir?
Nope. Well, I mean, the police are treating my trusted butler as the prime suspect. Oh, gosh. I think the butler did it, huh?
Could you tell me more about the stolen jewel?
It looks like this. Most gemstones must be cut and polished into beautiful jewels. And the Aura Drop is said to have naturally formed into this shape.
Wow, that shines just like a bit of an aura or whatever.
Yes, that's precisely how it got its name. It's from my country of origin, where I sound like Goofy.
But, like, his face when he's talking is, like, serious. Like, okay, Tim, we've got to figure this out. And then his voice is like, hello.
But he just feels like he would have so much more personality in the way that he is speaking. This is from my foreign country. Look at how excited I am with my mouth all smiley. But nope, I sound like this. Hey, that's what the character sounds like. Gotta give the people what they want. The Aura Drop has been the subject of many a tale, but it was thought to be nothing more than fiction. Even among us jewelers, for the longest time, we called the jewel of legend. Wow, he wasn't kidding when he called it precious. I guess it's no surprise that someone wanted to steal it.
Yeah, definitely sounds valuable. Well, where were you displaying it anyway?
Well, I kept it secretly locked in a special reinforced case inside my Jewl storage room. There are locks on both the storage room and the door, and they reinforce the case.
And yet, despite all that security, it still got stolen, huh?
About your trusted butler.
You mentioned that the police already have a suspect.
Yes, I believe the thief is my own trusted butler, Barnes.
Why do you think that?
Because Barnes and I are the only people who can access the key to the storage room.
Wow, what's keeping someone else from getting it?
The key is always kept on Growlithe's neck. If anyone but Barnes or myself attempted to take it from her, Growlithe would start barking. My Growlithe is a very loyal Pokemon. She would never allow the key to be taken by a stranger.
Oh, I don't see a key around her neck, though.
The police think Barnes took it.
Oh, that would certainly make sense, assuming Barnes really is the culprit. Hey, Mr. Dennis, is it possible? I'd like to talk with Barnes.
He's currently being questioned by the police. I have a frowny face now.
But you don't believe Barnes is the thief, is that correct?
Well, I've known Barnes since we were young. He's worked in this home for years and has always served us well. I'm certain that he'd never steal from me, probably, and I couldn't possibly imagine him hurting anyone.
Wow, so you're saying Barnes didn't do it and the real culprit is still at large?
That's right. Someone else must have stolen the jewel. Please help me prove that Barnes is innocent.
It sounded like you were trying to frame him before. Now I'm really confused.
Yeah.
All right, now let's get on the case. What's the butler's name? We'll talk to Barnes later.
We should talk to Growlithe.
So finding the Aurora drop and clearing Barnes of suspicion, huh? Those are the two things you called us here to do.
That's right. Could you please? You're the only ones I can count on.
Our job is to investigate the case and reveal the truth. We don't know if Barnes is truly innocent until we go look into this more.
Yeah, the police must have at least some reason to suspect them.
But we'll do what we can. If that's acceptable to you, we'll take the case.
That's more than acceptable. Thank you, Tim.
Great. In that case, may I start investigating the scene of the crime?
Oh, of course. The Jewl storage room is just upstairs. I know you won't let me down. Unlike my voice actor. Wait a second, Tim. There's something I really... Now he's cowboy. Give me a sec. There's something I really want to try, starting with this case.
Something you want to try, Pikachu?
Yeah, a case notebook. The writers for Detective Journal swear by it, right?
Oh yeah, that detective journal we used in the last game. That's a magazine you were always reading, right?
That's right. That's the one. They reached the most efficient way for detectives to organize their case notes now. I mean, it's been several years. It ought to work better. The solution they come up with was a case notebook.
Sounds intriguing. How does it work?
I'm getting to that. First, open up your notebook, Tim. Bloop. Dun, dun. First, let's write in the notebook any burning questions that arise while we're investigating. Summarize the testimony and evidence that were gathered during our investigation on the page below. Mr. Dennis's prized jewel.
Someone has stolen it.
After we collected enough testimonies and evidence, the begin deducing option will appear. When you select this, you can start deducing the answers to our questions.
Huh.
We don't have enough testimonies or evidence right now, but once we do, we'll be able to start deducing.
So this is kind of useless then.
I guess, actually, the notebook is the best approach, right? So, Tim, what do you have to do right now?
Well, we have to collect testimonies and evidence to figure out the jewel was stolen, right? To do that, we first need to investigate the scene of the crime.
That's right. Let's go check out the jewel storage room, huh? Okay. Notebook was useless. Da-da. Okay, so... Investigate jewel room.
Sharon says Luke's getting quite a workout today.
Yep.
I just thought of an idea, Luke. Some of the things that are heavy with dialogue that we do for the games, I'm gonna like flip those scenes and maybe put them on a channel where you show off your voice acting talent.
What voice acting? Okay, sure.
I'm gonna do that.
That's sweet. Lieutenant McCaster is currently interviewing Mr. Barnes in this room.
I guess it would be too much to ask to join in, right?
I'm afraid we can't allow the great Detective Tim to do that. Police protocol, you understand.
No, I don't. Okay, so I can't go in there.
Upstairs, Tim. Oh, you can't actually climb the stairs. You have to press a button. It's a point-and-click game. I think that's a girl again.
This room is currently being searched by the police.
Can we go in here, then? Hey, we may be investigating a crime, but we should still respect the residents' privacy, Tim. We shouldn't go barging into rooms that have nothing to do with the case, right?
Well, yeah, we need to focus on the Jewl storage room first. But I don't even know what the Jewl storage room looks like, Pikachu.
You talk to yourself again, Tim. Pika Pika.
Yeah.
Oh, this is... Oh, there's some broken glass. A feather. Oh, those are just feathers.
What's all this, Pokemon feathers?
Sure looks like it, Tim. They're scattered all over the floor, and the window's open, too. Maybe a Pokemon get in and out through here?
I don't think it's anything to do with this case, though, do you?
I mean, look at this. One of these feathers is darker than the others.
You're right. The other 6 are a lighter shade of blue.
Something about this is nagging at me. That'll be important later.
I think one dark feathered bird, dark blue bird, attacked the light blue birds.
What if the bird was actually the Jewl and it transformed? I don't know.
Oh, it could be.
No. Hey, Tim, the Jewl storage room is right behind in the crime scene area.
Okay, thank you, officer.
The Jewl storage room has been left exactly as it was the time of the incident. The Inspector Holiday's already filled me in, so please go right ahead.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
I kind of missed the girlfriend character because it gave Tim more dialogue to bounce off. Maybe his sister will join in.
I know, right? Yeah, I was able to talk more in the last game.
Yeah, because Elise, I think was her name, or I don't remember.
Alicia too.
What is it, Pikachu?
I checked out the door, but there are no signs of forced entry.
Then we could be fairly certain that the thief used a key to get in, right?
According to Dennis, the room's where the aura drop used to be. Let's take a closer look, Tim. Pikachu's exploring.
Sharon wants to see a character in this game at some point with Mr. T's voice.
Oh my gosh.
We'll see if that ends up happening, Sharon. Well, the right time, we'll know.
We'll do. You'll know. You'll know based on the character. Well, I had no idea I'd be doing this voice today. Hello.
I'm gonna investigate this thing. What a beautiful jewel!
It's clear and sparkly. Absolutely brilliant, Tim.
Can I look at this? No. Can look at this. A green jewel!
A fresh green color reminds me of the forest. Just looking at it's very calming. Well,
this one's a blue jewel.
It's deep blue like the ocean and has kind of a magical feeling to it.
Okay.
This is a red jewel.
Who's this game made for anyway, Tim? Yep, that's a vibrant red, boiling hot like lava. It's almost too bright to look at. My eyes, they're burning.
We don't even know what the names of the jewels are, though.
Red jewel, green jewel, blue jewel. What were the other colors? Blue, red,
It could be like
green,
ruby,
and I don't know what that one is.
green would be emerald, blue would be sapphire, maybe.
This area looks more disturbed than the rest. Probably because the jewel case is open, Pikachu. Let's start investigating here. We might find a clue.
You mean the blue feathers all over the place, Tim? All right. Don't leave any details slip past you, okay?
Oh, the cotton things.
Yeah, there's... Let's see. Where do we first look? I mean, Pikachu, there's blue feathers everywhere, buddy. Right there.
Hey, there's a big blue feather. Do you think the Pokemon it belonged to was in this room?
How else did the feather get in here, Tim? Maybe it's from a Pokemon that lives in the mansion. Let's look into it later. Are you serious? That looks like that would be an even bigger clue than some of the other stuff, but... Okay.
This looks like part of the jewel case, but it's on the floor now.
Besides, based on the shape, do you think the top half of the case was cut off?
Yeah, it looks like it's really clean cut.
But
Oh, wow.
Yeah, wouldn't you use a key to break open the case if you were stealing it, though? Slicing it must have taken one seriously sharp blade. I doubt human could pull that off.
So, a Pokemon with sharp claws or something?
Yeah, if the butler had the key to the gem case, why would the case be sliced open? That's like somebody who steals a key to get into somebody's house, but you still put your hand through the glass door to come inside. It doesn't make any sense. There's some cotton on the ground. It looks fluffy and soft. Cotton in the jewel storage room, added to the notebook.
What's a bunch of cotton doing in here?
Whoop. More cotton.
Hey, Tim! Check it out! Looks good, huh? Disguises are a key part of detective work, you know.
Yeah, whatever. Now quit goofing off and investigate.
He clearly doesn't appreciate my art. Perhaps I need to give him a little more training.
Your eyebrow fell off.
Tim's no fun.
He's a stickler.
Good thing, yeah, Detective Pikachu is here to make it more fun. Tim is a stickler, and he doesn't know the names of the jewels, he just knows their colors.
This is the only case that's damaged. That's weird.
Maybe, but where they kept the aura drop, you think?
Well, I mean, I'd guess so. The edge looks like it was sliced clean with a blade.
What kind of blade could slice this cleanly through such a sturdy jewel case?
A very sharp one.
Sons of Gaming says Tim is so smart.
Pikachu does all the work.
That was cute, says Sons of Gaming. I know.
The base of the jewel case is firmly fixed to the floor.
Yeah, moving the base doesn't even look possible.
I want to see his disguise made with cotton again. I want to see him use that disguise in a case.
Okay. Can we explore anything else? Yeah, the key's not used. Duh.
The jewel case is still locked.
That's important. Like Dennis said, the jewel in this case was stored under lock and key. And the key to the case is a different key than the one the jewel storage room door has.
I wonder who has the key then.
I don't see anything else worth investigating. Okay, so we're out. How do we just go back? Love how Pikachu's sniffing the case on the floor. He's like, okay.
He certainly is a sleuth.
We got everything we need to make our deductions, huh? Let's solve this puzzle, Tim. Okay.
I don't know the answer.
I'll be right there. I need to make the time code. Investigate Jewl. Solve the puzzle.
Oh, now we know how Sanjeev Dennis, Mr. Dennis's voice sounds in the game, and it doesn't sound like anything that you would expect, especially with his stern face.
Especially with the way his name sounds foreign. Oh well.
It sounds like, oh yeah, someone in the chat said, Mr. Dennis, have you ever met Mickey Mouse before?
Nope. You probably figured out how the culprit stole the jewel by now, huh, Tim?
They used a laser.
Alright, now select Begin Deducing in your case notebook.
Aliens stole it.
That's right. That's where I was going too, Tim.
Okay.
We have a few plausible theories. Which do you think is right?
The culprit cut open the case and stole the jewel. The culprit somehow cut open the jewel case to steal the aura drop. The culprit unlocked the case and stole the jewel. The culprit hasn't actually stolen the jewel yet. The culprit may not have taken the aura drop out of the jewel storage room, and instead they may have hidden it among the cotton.
Well, let's go with this one first.
Okay, from what we've seen of the crime scene, we can tell that the jewel case has been sliced open. After that, the aura drop was removed from the case and taken away.
That's right, good. And we saw that the jewel case was still locked, which supports that claim.
We still need to investigate more to determine how the case was sliced open, though. But at least now we know that the thief got their hands on the aura drop, or how they did.
Yeah, but we made our first step forward, so that's good. The culprit appears to have cut open the case and taken the jewel. You understand how to use the case notebook now, right, Tim?
Yep. Once I've got some more evidence, I'll start deducing again.
Feel free to start deducing whenever you feel like it.
The deduce button isn't here anymore, Pikachu.
Yeah.
After investigating the scene, we know how the crime was carried out.
Yeah, but we can be certain that the culprit sliced open the case and took the jewel from inside. And there's just one thing that's strange.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, think, Tim. That's strange about the way the crime was committed.
The jewel storage room was locked. The glass was cut, but the door wasn't. The jewel was stored in this room. The door to the storage room was opened with a key, but the jewel case was still locked when it was sliced apart.
That's right, so that means the thief only had one of the keys, the one to the storage room. They didn't actually have the key to the jewel case.
According to Mr. Dennis, only he and Barnes can access the jewel storage room. I understand why the police suspect Barnes, but I'm not so sure.
Obviously, it'd be best if we could talk to Barnes ourselves, but he's still being questioned.
Well, we'll need to ask Mr. Dennis again about the lock on the jewel case.
Right. After we wrap up here, let's go ask him.
What's...
Oh, no.
Hello, it is I... Oh, I'm sorry, wait. This would be a very appropriate voice, but nope. This is my voice. Hi, how's the investigation going, Tim?
Oh, Mr. Dennis. Wait, are you using a fake accent?
No, what made you come to that conclusion? I mean, no, I can't stand just waiting around. Have you discovered anything about my jewel?
It does appear that the culprit used the storage room to gain entry. We believe they cut open the jewel case and took the aura drop.
Oh, is that so? I suppose that doesn't help Barnes much since he has access to the key.
Well, I have a question, Mr. Dennis. Who has the key to the jewel case?
Well, I have it right here. I always carry the key to the jewel case on my person. I've known Barnes a very long time, but I still won't give him this key. Oh, nope.
Interesting.
Well, that's interesting.
The security of the jewel case is my personal responsibility. I got it, so both Barnes and Dennis can access the key to the jewel storage room.
But only Mr. Dennis has access to the key to the jewel case itself. That's valuable information, Mr. Dennis. Thank you.
Really? I thought I might be getting in the way, but I'm glad to hear that I could help. By the way, your Pikachu talks a lot going Pika, Pika, Pika. The aura drop is meant to become a symbol of the revival for Rhyme City. Anyway, I'm counting on you, Tim.
Well, that was awkward. A symbol of revival.
Let's talk, ask Dennis about this later, Tim. Another case. The thief cut open the case to steal the jewel, but they had the key to get in the storage room. And the only people who have access to that key are Dennis and Barnes, so it makes sense that the police would suspect Barnes.
If the key hadn't been used to unlock the storage room, but Barnes would be under suspicion in the first place. Why would he do that? Knowing people would suspect him, I mean.
Maybe he didn't think that far ahead. In any case, based on what we found at the scene of the crime, we can't be certain of anything just yet.
We need to talk to Barnes and the other people in the mansion and hear what they have to say.
Not just the people, the Pokemon too, Tim. I'll interpret for you when we talk to them.
Alright, I'm counting on you, Pikachu.
Okay, now we've got our next steps figured. Let's start interviewing everyone right away. Begin deducing. Again?
Okay.
Alright, we've got some useful information. Let's stop for a moment and get our thoughts together.
Okay.
Based on the everything we heard, there's anything that suspects Barnes is innocent? Let's review the information we gathered and see what we came up with.
Wait,
There is no information, Pikachu. We haven't even met Barnes yet.
Oh, I think we're jumping the gun, Tim.
Interview the people and Pokemon inside the mansion.
This jewel storage room on the scene of the crime. Just letting you know, Tim.
I saw feathers. And a light.
That's why you're a detective, Tim.
I'm smart.
Tim, he's a genius.
Tim has his moments.
Yep.
I'm tired and want to sit down.
Lieutenant McMaster is currently interviewing Mr. Barnes in this room.
Barge in there and knock on the door.
Hey, I have a couple questions to ask you. Got a moment?
Nick.
Don't want to waste time chatting while you're on the duty, huh? Awfully stubborn, aren't you? You even harder to talk to than Brad's Mentric or whatever. So talking to that Pokemon was useless.
Yeah, totally.
Who is this person? Oh, there you go, Amber. Yay!
There's a female.
A lady!
You certainly don't look like you're with the police. State your business.
Yay! Claudia Dennis.
Sanjeev's wife.
Why doesn't she sound like Goofy?
We're detectives. Mr. Dennis asked us to investigate the incident that occurred here.
Detectives? Oh, I suppose my husband did say something about that.
The wife did it! Your husband. That must mean you're married!
Claudia Dennis, Sanjeev's wife.
Whoa. I'm sorry to bother you, but do you mind if we ask you some personal questions?
I do mind, actually.
Great!
I'm going to have to ask you to leave. The case has already been solved.
Why do you have that sinister smile? The wife did it. What do you mean, exactly?
The police said that Barnes is behind all of this. Of course.
Okay.
So the matter is settled.
No, well, we've heard that it's under suspicion, yeah. But we can't be certain it was Barnes who committed the crime.
You sound just like my husband. But nothing you say will change the fact that Barnes is the culprit. Barnes' partner, Ducklet, was up to no good. I saw it with my own eyes.
Did you witness the crime?
Bond's partner Ducklick was involved in the crime.
You look as though you don't believe me.
Okay, so we got... Let's talk to the wifey.
She seems nice.
Gold digger. Probably. 117. 116. What's her name? Claudia?
Claudia.
Claudia Dennis.
She seems suspect worthy, says Metagaming Dojo.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yep. About what you witnessed.
Excuse
Is it
me?
true that you witnessed the crime? I'm getting all serious now. My face.
Well, I didn't exactly see it clearly, but I did witness some irrefutable proof.
What exactly did you see?
At the time of the incident, I was enjoying a cup of tea in my room on the second floor. Just then, I noticed a bird Pokemon flying outside the window.
A bird Pokemon? That's strange.
Yes, I clearly saw a blue bird Pokemon. It had to have been Ducklet.
We did find blue feathers near the window and in the storage room. Interesting. So where's this, those were Ducklets?
In hindsight, she was obviously stealing the jewel. I also heard a faint sound just before that, like something metallic.
A metallic sound? Do you know what could have made that noise?
No, I don't. But the storage room was ransacked, wasn't it? I suppose she must have broken something in the act. And I've heard it confirmed that Ducklet's feathers were found in the room. Isn't that proof enough that Barnes is the culprit?
She's pretty darn convinced of her own theory, huh? But all it's based on is a metallic sound and the sight of a blue feathery bird Pokemon. Pretty flimsy if you ask me.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm sorry, Mrs. Dennis, but that information alone isn't enough to definitely prove Barnes is a culprit.
Then hurry up and find whoever it is and get that jewel back! Isn't that what my husband hired you for?
Wait, we're being paid?
I get that she's upset, but she doesn't have to talk to us like that. Yelling is hurtful.
About Barnes.
Excuse me?
Your husband seems confident that Barnes is innocent.
Oh, yes. I'm sure he is. He's always been too trusting, especially when it comes to Barnes.
Those two really trust each other that much, huh?
I'm told Barnes has worked here for a very long time. So you haven't been here for a long time, Mrs. Claudia? Much longer, in fact, than I've known Sanjeev. I suppose that's why Barnes is always taking my husband's side.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, whenever my husband and I have a disagreement, Barnes inevitably sides with Sanjeev. even though I'm sure he believes he's being impartial. What lack of self-awareness is yet another one of his many flaws.
I get the feeling Claudia's not a huge fan of Bonds. Do you think that's why she's so sure he's the thief? About Ducklet.
Could you tell me more about Ducklet?
Ducklet is Bond's partner, a duck. She dotes on him tirelessly and is always by his side.
Okay. Notebook updated.
You mentioned earlier that she might be involved in the crime somehow. Would Ducklet be capable of such a thing?
Yes. She even helps Barnes out with his shopping. She'd certainly be capable of making off with a jewel.
Well, whether or not Ducklet stole the jewel, I'm not aware of Ducklets having laser swords, but the one thing that seems certain is that she really loves Bonds. About Aura.
Yes?
Oh yes, the Aurora drop is an incredibly valuable jewel.
Mr. Dennis told me the same thing.
But do you really understand? Can you even comprehend just how valuable it is, boy? I knew it! Just look at those blank expressions, you two.
Blank expressions? Oh, you mean my face.
Hey, my face always looks like this. Pika, pika, pika.
As it is, I'm not even sure my husband understands the true value of that jewel. After getting his hands on something so precious, why would he want to donate it to Rhyme City?
So you're against donating the Aura drop?
Of course I am! Treasures like that aren't meant to be paraded around for the general public. They should be preserved for quiet observation by a select few.
Hard to imagine her quietly doing anything. Okay, Tim, we got our stuff.
What was that, Pokemon? Did you just Pika me?
The ears for the mansion gossip. Okay.
Clefable. Bob.
Oh, yeah. It's Clefable. Mrs. Dennis's partner, apparently. Can I ask you a few questions?
Faye.
Whoa, what gives? No need to be so rude.
Whoa.
What's wrong, Pikachu?
Seems like she's a real suspicious of us. Maybe she's feeling sensitive after the incident here.
Wow.
She won't talk to us.
Faye.
Still looks awfully suspicious. Let's try again later.
Hello there, Detective Tim. Oh, I mean, Detective Goodman?
Larry Turner, newest staff member. Okay.
He just works here.
Wait, you are a detective, right? That's what Mr. Dennis said, at least. The name's Wait. Not proper enough, sorry. My name is Larry Turner. I'm a member of the house staff here. House staff seems in over his head. If you need anything, just let me know. I mean, please inform me if,
You really don't have to be so formal with us, you know?
Oh, thanks. That's a huge relief. I got this job a while ago, but I'm not used to talking all fancy.
Oh, uh-oh. Is that a problem?
Well, it's a good thing for me that Barnes deals with all the important guests. My main duties are taking care of Pokemon, managing the house, and groundskeeping. And I can handle all that, no problem. I don't know, this guy isn't exactly filling me with confidence in his ability to do his job, Tim. Anyway, I wanted to ask about what happened, right? I mean, you wanted to ask. I mean, I already told the police everything I know, but
I'm really sorry for taking up more of your time.
Oh, sorry, that's not what I meant. I'm not complaining or anything. It's just that I don't remember what happened very well. Something attacked me out of nowhere and I blacked out. Something attacked him, huh? So not the thief, then,
Can you please tell us more about that, Mr. Turner?
Sure, no problem. About the crime. Right, so, where to start? I was just doing my job like normal today. I made food for the Pokemon and did some cleaning around the mansion, that sort of thing. I was tidying the garden when it happened. I saw Ducklet fly out of the second-story window. As I recall, I wondered what she was doing. I mean, usually Ducklet just walks out the front door. It seemed weird to me, so I went upstairs to see what was going on. That's when the door to the Jewl storage room was wide open. And it wasn't shocking enough. The moment I went to look inside, I suddenly got punched by a Pokemon.
Oh my gosh.
The next thing I knew, I was lying on a sofa and someone was treating my wounds.
A Pokemon punched you?
Yeah, I feel like I glimpsed a small red figure for just a moment. Based on the size, I would say it could have been human, so I'm guessing it was a Pokemon.
A red Pokemon. Do you know what kind it was?
I'm really not sure. It all happened so fast.
I see. I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm glad you weren't seriously hurt, though.
That's what the doctor said, too. No Pokemon will want to steal the Aura Drop. It's possible the culprit ordered their partner Pokemon to swipe the Jewl and punch out Turner. So, Tim, now that you've heard Turner's story, what do you think?
Well, you need to find the ducklet that flew out the window, and that red Pokemon, too.
Yep, you got it, Tim. The culprit.
Did you see anything else when the Pokemon attacked you, Tim?
Okay, so we need a new time code.
I'm thinking it was a Skizzer Pokemon. That red Pokemon that has like scissor hands. Maybe.
Okay, Tim Turner. Oh, what's his name? Mr. Turner? I'll just call him Mr. Turner. I didn't catch his full name.
The thief who brought the Pokemon along was probably nearby.
Oh, Larry. Unfortunately, that's all I saw.
I see. Can you think of any other details that might give us a clue about the culprit?
Nothing in particular is coming to mind. I did get punched in the face, though. I mean, Mr. Dennis is such a nice person. I've never heard of anyone holding a grudge against him.
Have you met his wife?
And I'm really surprised to hear that Barnes is a suspect.
You don't think Barnes is responsible?
I guess the police must have some reason to suspect him, but honestly, I can't believe it. Barnes is still showing me the ropes around here. He's a great coworker and tons of experience he's passing on. I mean, if you'd known Barnes before all this, you could never imagine him being a thief. Okay.
Do you know anything about the stolen Jewl, by the way?
The Aura Drop? I've never even seen the thing. It's been shut up in that storage room ever since it was brought to the house. Of course, I know it's valuable and all, but I assume that's what's been causing all the arguments between Mr. and Mrs. Dennis lately.
What sort of arguments?
In case you haven't heard, Mr. Dennis says he's going to donate the Aura Drop. Seems like Mrs. Dennis is against that plan. They've been fighting about it mostly every night.
Every night? It must really be a point of contention then.
I guess Mr. Dennis just doesn't want to give up Mrs. Dennis doesn't want to give up a valuable jewel. So the Aura Drop's been driving a wedge between husband and wife, eh? Okay, so we did that. Pikachu, you have anything? He's happy.
Great Detective Coffee Note number 2. The water you use can change how your coffee tastes.
Oh. Ow!
So that's a tip on making coffee? Okay.
I see.
Taking you heard that Mr. Dennis has to say? I guess he was told you about his butler, huh? He's definitely not pleased that Barnes has fallen under suspicion.
Yeah, it seems that way.
In my position, I'm not at liberty to share all the information we've gathered. But there is anything I can help, just let me know.
Thank you. What about the incident, the situation in the mansion?
We're still looking into that. I'm sure you'll get more direct answers by asking witnesses themselves. He's right. We should take this time one step further and gather our own intel.
I was told Barnes is a police prime suspect. He's the big suspect, right?
Well, the circumstantial evidence certainly seems to be pointing in that direction, yeah. He doesn't sound terribly convinced.
Does anything strike you as odd, though?
Yeah, actually, I can't think of a single motive for Barnes to steal the jewel. He doesn't appear to be bearing any ill will to Mr. Dennis, and he's in no trouble financially. That being said, we may uncover a motive in the course of our investigation. But for now, I can't say anything with certainty.
I understand. You hear anything about the Aura Drop being valuable?
Aura Drop's not just valuable, it's famous throughout the entire jewel industry.
There must be plenty of people who'd like to get their hands on it then. Could the jewel have been stolen by an intruder?
I can't rule out the possibility, but based on the current evidence, I'd say the likelihood of a burglary is low.
About my dad. Whoops, I hear the Aura Drop.
You hit the wrong button, Tim. Tim, you gotta do better with the buttons. Just repeating dialogue.
Inspector Holliday, I know this has nothing to do with the current case, but...
You want to ask about Harry?
Yeah, do the police have any leads on my father's whereabouts?
Sorry, Tim, but we haven't any developments on that front.
Well, thanks anyway.
Still don't understand it myself. Harry was working the R case when he went missing. So it stands to reason, if you followed that thread, you'd find Harry too.
Yeah, but the case has been closed and we still don't have a single clue.
Seriously, where did Harry disappear to? Don't be discouraged, Tim. Look at how far you've come in 2 years since you moved to the city in search of your father. You've become such a great detective that the mayor himself recognized you with an award. You'll find Harry, I'm sure of it, and in the meantime, I'll keep offering whatever help I can.
Thank you so much, Inspector Holliday.
Okay, so we basically talked to everybody. How do we get into... That's kind of red Pokemon. What is this?
Yeah.
Where you going? There's no reason for us to head back to the city right now.
I wanted to go check the gardens. You're right. Let's keep investigating the mansion.
Oh, I thought we wouldn't check. I thought, yeah, the gardens would be a great place to check because a bird could fly in from there.
Lieutenant is currently interviewing Mr. Barnes in this room.
I guess it would be too much to ask to join in, right?
I'm afraid we can't allow even the great Detective Tim to do that. Police protocol. Darn.
You're the great Detective Tim? Interesting.
I am the great Detective Tim. Let's talk to Growlithe.
Growl!
Oh, it's Dennis's partner, Growlithe.
She sure doesn't look happy.
Growl.
Apparently she feels responsible. No wonder she's so down.
Maybe we should leave her alone for a while.
I've talked to everybody. Whoa, ask me anything you like, Tim.
Oh, no.
The symbol of revival.
What makes the aura drop a symbol of revival?
2 years ago, during the R incident, my jewel shop suffered considerable damage.
Wait, you were the victim of the R incident?
Yup, some Pokemon would have been exposed to R went berserk. Their rampage destroyed my jewelry shop, to say nothing of the damage done to my jewels and other goods. By the time I already had the aura drop, I kept it stored safely in my shop.
So the aura drop was damaged too?
No, as a matter of fact, it wasn't. Of all the jewels in my shop, the aura drop was the only one remained unscathed. In fact, the debris fell so perfectly around the aura drop, you might believe it was being protected.
Whoa!
I guess there's some magic left in the world after all. Ever since the aura drop became known as the jewel that survived the R incident, people started visiting my shop just to see it. And thanks to all the attention, my business was able to get back on its feet.
Sounds like a valuable jewel in more ways than one. What made you decide to bring it back to your mansion instead of keeping it at your shop?
Well, I decided to donate it to Rhyme City.
The aura drop, but why donate something so precious?
It's not just precious to me, and that's exactly why I decided to donate it. Mayor Myers has done his part to improve our city by declaring the start of the Pokemon Friendship Week. I thought it was about time I did mine. So I wanted to donate the jewel, the survival of the R incident, as a symbol of Rhyme Jewel's revival. I hope that by doing so, I can liven up not just my shop, but the whole city as well. Wow, Dennis, I'm impressed.
That's a wonderful gesture.
Well, I'm glad you think so. Not everyone is so pleased about it, though.
Oh?
I forget I said anything. I shouldn't burden you with concerns with my personal life. For now, I'm counting on you to find the aura drop as quickly as possible.
Understood. We'll do everything we can.
Now then, Mr. Barnes, we'd thank you not to leave the mansion until further notice. Understood. Hey, it sounds like the police finished questioning Barnes. Let's go have a talk with him.
Yeah. We can progress the story now.
Please be British. Really?
Mr. Brandon Barnes.
I'm making him British. He's a butler, right?
So literally we have nothing to go on in what he's supposed to sound like. And then after we do 20 minutes of random dialogue, he'll probably speak something. And then we'll be like, oh, we were completely off on the voice.
Oh, well.
How did it come to this? Why are the police so suspicious of me? Excuse me, are you Mr. Barnes? Who might you be? I'm Detective Tim Goodman. Mr. Dennis has hired me to investigate the crime that occurred here. Is that so? My apologies, I am Brandon Barnes. I work here at Dennis Residence as a butler. Do you mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. Barnes? I realize you must be tired since you were just questioned by the police. Please, don't worry about it. If you've been hired by Dennis, then it is my duty to give you all my full cooperation. Thank you for that. What would you like me to speak about first? The incident.
Yes.
I was away when the incident occurred. I wasn't until I had finished my errand and entered the house that I realized something was amiss. I heard the Turner cry out from the second floor. When I rushed upstairs, I found him collapsed on the floor in front of the jewel storage area. So that means Barnes was the first witness to arrive at the scene of the crime. Did you see the thief or their partner Pokemon? No, nothing like that. Wait, if Barnes ran up the stairs, you'd think he would have run straight into the thief. If he didn't see anyone, could they have escaped from the second floor? Did you check the storage room? Yes, the door was already open, and when I looked inside, I saw that the Aurora drop was gone. I then contacted Mr. Dennis and police right away. Is there anyone who can corroborate your whereabouts at the time? Unfortunately not. It was only afterward that Mr. Dennis came out of... Mrs. Dennis. I'm just going to call her Claudia. It was only afterwards that Claudia came out of her room to see what the commotion was about. And only others in the house at the time were Growlithe and Clefable. Naturally, no one can take witness statements from the Pokemon, so I'm afraid that I have no alibi. That's where I come in. The Pokemon that live in this mansion might know something. And the culprit? Mr. Barnes, do you have any idea who the thief might be? Not a clue, I'm afraid. But I do know that Mr. Dennis and I are the only ones who can freely use the key to the jewel storage room. Okay, so that's important. Growlithe guards the key with constant vigilance, so I imagine it would be very difficult for anyone else to take it from her. I suppose it's no great wonder that the police suspect me, given the circumstances, mind you, but I would never do something so senseless. At least he's confirmed that only two have access to the key. Ducklet is my dear Ducklet is my dear partner Pokemon. Just look at this photo. That's Ducklet. With you there, right? Yes, isn't it adorable? Just look at her feathers, simply beautiful. Well, that's not all. She's also incredibly clever and even helps me out with my work. Excuse me. I'm terribly sorry. I need to attend. I get a bit carried away when I speak about Ducklet.
Aww.
It's really no problem. You mentioned that she helps you with your work. What exactly does she do? Let's see. She runs errands for me, such as buying coffee beans from a local cafe. Oh, she buys coffee beans. Nice. There's a place nearby called the Hit Hat Cafe. Perhaps you've heard of it? She regularly goes shopping there by herself. If there's a go-to cafe, then it's gotta be for the Hit Hat blend. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that Rhyme City elites have some refined taste, after all. I asked her to go to the cafe today, in fact, but she hasn't returned yet.
Oh no.
Could she have wandered off somewhere?
Ducklet.
Do you have any idea where Ducklet might be? Unfortunately, no. The feathers found at the scene of the crime are Ducklet's, right? Yes, no question about it. But I haven't the faintest idea why Ducklet's feathers would be there. Just as though her getting caught up in the crime somehow. I'm so worried I can hardly think straight. Out of all the jewels in Mr. Dennis's collection, he considers the Aurora Drop to be his most precious. He worked tirelessly to acquire it in the first place. You might even say the Aurora Drop is the physical manifestation, the crystallization. Oh, Mr. Dennis' career as a jeweler. I wish nothing but swift retribution on the thief who stole it from him. For someone who speaks so formally, Barnes is a pretty passionate guy, isn't he? Please, Tim, find the drop, I beg you. Don't worry, sir, we're on the case. Based on Barnes' testimony, I'm really not surprised the police suspect him. Yeah, if only there was another witness at least. About the, aren't you forgetting something, Tim? Huh? Bonds told us that Growlithe and Clefable or whatever were in the mansion at the time of the incident, remember? Yeah, right. Maybe the Pokemon saw something. Exactly. You can leave the rest to me, Tim. Let's go question them. Okay, so we got
2 Pokemon.
Tim. Who's saying my name?
I don't know.
Oh, he's dancing.
Oh, that's what Pikachu's doing. So
Yep.
Clefable and one other person. Growlithe? Or I don't remember the other person, the other Pokemon you said.
It's okay, we're getting there.
It's so sweet that he talked about his little duck friend is following him everywhere.
Hold on. Got some dust on my hat. A great detective's gotta look good at all times.
I thought he was jumping up and down like he had something important for us to say.
That's the only thing he had to say.
Oh, okay. Oh, what do you want, great detective? Have you finished questioning Barnes? Oh wait, I already talked to him. For now. Anyway, we just finished gathering our evidence. It doesn't change the fact Barnes is still prime suspect. If you don't mind, could we ask you some questions? If you insist, but I have no intention of sharing confidential information with you. About Barnes. Is the storage room key the reason the police suspect him? Oh, you know that much already? Well, no point in denying it. The only 2 people who can access the key are the homeowner and the butler. I highly doubt Mr. Dennis staged all this himself, which leaves Barnes as the only logical suspect. Not only that, there were ducklet feathers at the crime scene, and Barnes' partner is a ducklet. Clearly, Barnes used the key to get inside the storage room, then had Ducklet fly off with the jewel. That's my working theory. Duly noted. We don't have any decisive evidence yet, mind you, but we're gonna find this ducklet that flew the coop, and then we'll get definitive proof. You'll see. Well, if you'll be continuing, I'll be continuing my own investigation. Suit yourself.
You go, Tim.
Are you following any leads other than Barnes? Of course we are. We've already collected statements from every last person in this house. Do you mind if I ask your impression of each of them? Well, I suppose I could tell you that much. Mr. Dennis seems rather shaken by Barnes falling under suspicion, and his wife Claudia is reacting quite, impetuously. She's been approaching us repeatedly to demand that we hurry and wrap up our investigation. Oh, that's gotta be tough. I almost feel bad for Brad. Almost. One of their staff members, Turner, has been very cooperative with our investigations. He told us a lot about everything that happened up until he lost consciousness. I suppose that's all I can say for now. Thank you. The police can question people, but they can't talk to Pokemon? Interviewing the Pokemon around here might help us paint a clearer picture of what happened.
Yeah, this is where you come in, Detective Pikachu.
She still looks awfully suspicious. Let's try again later. Hey, Growlithe, sorry to bug you when you're already feeling down, but would you be alright if we asked you a couple questions?
Growl.
Alright, we're here to catch the thief, and we need your help to do that.
Growl.
Alright, you willing to talk to us? If it helps Mr. Dennis, thanks. You mean Sanji? Whatever. Growlithe's nickname for Dennis, near as I can tell. Alright, his full name is
Sanjeev
Dennis, so I guess Sanji makes sense. Yeah, anyway, Growlithe, can we start with the questions? Okay, interview Pokemon.
Oh, my name is Sanji.
Why? I'm hiding my voice. Secretly, I really speak like this. I come from a very important country from far away, but my wife hates my accent, so I made an American one.
Yes! He had a foreign accent, and then his wife was like, "Why can't you talk more normally?" And then he was like, "Fine. Oh, all right.
If you wish me to speak normal, I will speak like this now. Is this American or not? Yay!
Oh, wow. You sound so much more handsome now, Sanji."
Interviewing Pokemon.
Well, I don't speak English well, but I will do my darndest. About you and Oh, sorry. Anyway, Growlithe, can we start with the questions?
Growl.
Gotcha. As Dennis' partner, it's your job to guard the mansion.
We already know about the key to the jewel storage around your neck.
Growl?
Right. It's important to Dennis, so God, it's important to make you... Okay, makes sense.
Growl, growl.
She says she never let anyone other than Dennis or Bonds ever touch the key.
Growl.
So that's why you feel extra responsible for what happened, huh?
She's really got a strong sense of responsibility.
Yeah, don't worry. The two of us, we gotta crack this case. Okay, do you remember anything about the time of the incident?
Growl.
Oh, you don't know because you were napping. Well, that's not good.
Oops. Growl.
What? Your breakfast was tasty and you ate too much and it made you sleepy. I've been there, believe me.
What are you even talking about?
Growl, growl.
As we're having pleasantries, Tim. You woke up when Bonds got home. That would have been right before all the commotion happened. And when you woke up, your precious key was gone.
Growl.
Yeah, I can tell you're upset.
Growl.
You'll do whatever it takes to help us catch the thief? Hey, thanks. Well, we'll come ask for assistance if anything comes up.
Growl, growl.
Yeah, she says Bonds is a kind and well-mannered person. He and Dennis are close, and she's never seen him fight or argue.
Mr. Dennis really does seem to trust Barnes after all.
Growl, growl.
And Growlithe likes Bonds too.
Judging from what Growlithe says, it's hard to think of Barnes as a likely culprit. There wasn't anything in Growlithe's testimony that could help us prove Barnes' innocence, though.
Only one left is to ask Claffabell or whatever. I'll do what I can with that one.
Thanks, Pikachu.
It's weird that Growlithe said after she ate, she fell asleep. Maybe someone put sleeping stuff in her food.
Okay. What? You were thinking we're thieves returning to the scene of the crime? You got it all wrong. We're not here to steal anything. We're actually great detectives looking to catch the thief. Please, answer some questions, would you?
Faye!
Yeah, really, come on. You can trust us. Look at this face. It's so trustable.
Faye! Faye!
Yeah, help us out and make sure Claudia's bad mood will clear up too.
Faye! Faye!
So you're willing to talk to us? Thanks!
Yes, Claffabell was worried we'd do something bad to Claudia.
Okay,
Hey.
do you have a job here at the mansion?
Faye!
No job, per se, unless you count spending time with Claudia. Isn't it tough hanging out with someone so, prickly?
Faye!
Well, Claudia's not a bad person, you say? Well, sorry, I didn't mean to be insulting.
Faye! Faye! Faye!
Claudia's always arguing with someone or another, okay. But when it's just you and her together, she starts to regret the whole thing? I get it now. Your job is to cheer her up when she gets into arguments. Wow, you're, actually pretty nice.
I bet Claffabell's really important to Mrs. Dennis.
Okay. Did anything strange happen today?
Faye!
Oh, Claffabell's saying she got really sleepy while playing in the mansion this morning.
She also got sleepy.
Okay.
Faye! Faye!
Then she dozed off and doesn't know what happened after that, huh?
That's too bad.
Maybe Jigglypuff came in and put everyone to sleep.
Oh, maybe a red Pokemon. What do you think, Bonds? Do you get along with him all right?
Faye! Faye!
Claudia doesn't like Bonds, so Claffabell tries not to have much to do with him.
Faye!
But she doesn't think Bonds is a bad person. After all, she says Bonds ran to help Turner when he got hurt.
Wait, does that mean that Claffabell saw Barnes going upstairs to help Turner?
Yeah, it's gotta. Claffabell, what else can you tell us?
Faye! Faye!
Claffabell was dozing near the front door this morning. When Bonds got home from doing stuff outside, she woke up and greeted him at the door.
Faye! 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 Faye!
Okay, then Claffabell and Bonds heard Turner cry out on the second floor, so they both went running upstairs. Okay. And that's when, to their surprise, they found Turner on the floor.
That means that Turner was attacked by... Barnes was still on the first floor when Turner was attacked. Not that Barnes attacked Turner. That came out wrong.
I forgot who Turner was again.
This guy.
Okay, let's start deducing.
Open the notebook.
That guy got
All right, Tim. Time to start deducing.
He got punched by the red Pokemon.
Okay, now we have. It's time for our next. Is Barnes the culprit? Deduction.
How could he have been since he was on the first floor when Mr. Turner was attacked?
Barnes, the culprit. Culprit.
Thanks, chat. I appreciate that. He likes my Faye voice, fluffable voice. So hopefully you guys are enjoying Detective Pikachu. I know I am so far. And so far it's super cute. I kind of miss Tim's girlfriend from the first game. But I think Luke is making the game a lot of fun. I really like all his voices for Pikachu and stuff.
Thanks. Okay, alright. We've got some useful information. Let's stop for a moment and get our thoughts together. Based on everything we heard, there's anything that suggests Barnes is innocent. Let's review the information we gathered and see what we come up with, huh? Mr. Dennis himself said there's no way Barnes could have committed this crime. I mean, Tim, sorry. Mr. Barnes said that no way, Dennis said there's no way Barnes could have done this. Taking him at his word, doesn't that mean Barnes is innocent? Tim, you're feeling alright? You do realize that doesn't prove anything, don't you? Of course Dennis thinks Barnes didn't do it. No one wants to believe that the people closest to them could commit a crime. Our job is to find something that actually proves that Barnes isn't the culprit. Alright, we got some useful information. Let's stop for a moment and get our thoughts together. Based on everything we heard, is there anything that suggests Barnes is innocent? Let's review the information.
Okay.
It's this.
Barnes.
Yeah, I clicked the wrong thing by accident.
Okay.
We learned that Clapperbell greeted Barnes when he returned to the mansion.
And Growlithe said she woke up exactly the same time.
Barnes and the others only became aware of the crime after that. Doesn't that mean Barnes couldn't be the culprit?
Barnes was on the first floor when Turner was attacked. That would have made it very difficult for Barnes to steal the jewel.
I'm not sure we can prove Barnes' innocence with that alone, though.
Yeah, we can't exactly disclose the testimony came from Pokemon. No one would believe us, Pika.
It looks like we're gonna need some other evidence to prove his innocence.
Cute.
Barnes has an alibi.
That's true.
We can't lift the suspicion around Barnes with Clapperbell's testimony alone, though.
I think we're gonna need some kind of evidence to prove his innocence.
But where should we look for it?
Nothing immediately comes to mind. The locked jewel case, guys? At times like this, it's best to try investigating other leads. We might find a thread somewhere unexpected that helps us out here. Now, to get close to the truth of this case, we've got no choice but to find the Pokemon that witnesses saw.
Witnesses reported seeing a red Pokemon in Ducklet. I wonder if the Pokemon that cut open the glass is the culprit's partner.
Makes sense to think that, but no such human was seen by witnesses. Having said that, though, we might learn something if we find the red Pokemon. Let's head into the city and get some leads on that red Pokemon. I'm sure we'll be able to figure out what Pokemon it actually is.
At this point, it seems pretty unlikely that Barnes is a culprit. But then why did Ducklet leave from the second floor window?
It seems unlikely it's not got nothing to do with the jewel theft.
Finding Ducklet would be the quickest way to confirm that.
Good call, Tim. Let's head into the city and look for her. Okay, so that one's done. Begin deducing. Nowhere to be found. So they want us to go into the city. Looks like the only way to continue our investigation is to gather info in the city.
Yeah, but where should we go? Should we go after Ducklet or search for the red Pokemon?
If you're unsure, why don't we try following Ducklet? I think we'd have a better lead to go on, other than looking for that red Pokemon.
Alright, where did you hear the Ducklet was supposed to go? Oh, right, the coffee beans.
I bet she went for that High Hat Cafe.
You're right, we should probably go search the cafe.
Let's not waste any time, Tim. I could use a cup of Joe. Pikachu likes his coffee, so.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hi Hat Cafe.
Very jazzy. It is so bright today.
It's bright outside and it's bright in the game. And Detective Pikachu still hasn't had his coffee yet, so he's only half awake. He really wants his coffee. He had to do all that investigating without even being awake.
I can't believe this. Kind of crazy. Oh.
Huh? You mean you won't help me?
Lillipup's partner?
Lillipup's partner? I understand how you feel, ma'am, but we're in the middle of an investigation right now. Yes, but what should I do?
Hey, looks like that woman's got a problem.
Sure does. I doubt it has anything to do with our case, but it's hard to not want to help someone in trouble.
Hey, that's the spirit, Tim. If we see a person or Pokemon with a problem, let's do everything we can to help them. That's what makes this city great detectives. I mean us. But we need to prioritize our current case. This is something we can help with when we have time.
Right. First, let's hear what she has to say, though.
Tim, that's not what I meant. During your investigation, people and Pokemon may request your help solving their problems.
These people and Pokemon have a blue speech bubble. If you see them, try talking to them. Local concerns that you've agreed to help with are added to a list. You can check this list at any time by pressing the Y button. Keep in mind, some of these requests aren't necessarily problems in the strictest sense.
Okay.
Excuse me, may I ask you what's wrong?
My Lillipup's gone missing.
Oh no, what happened?
We were taking a walk together in Serenity Park. I guess Lillipup must have been having too much fun. He got so worked up and he took off like a rocket. I've been searching all over for him and now I'm exhausted. That police officer won't look into it for me either. I don't know what to do.
We can't just ignore this.
That's right, helping people's detective's job. And finding lost Pokemon even more so.
We'd like to help you, ma'am, but we're detectives, so we're pretty good at looking for lost people and Pokemon.
Really? That would be a huge help.
Can you think of anywhere your Lillipup might have gone?
Well, I've already searched the park pretty thoroughly. But I haven't looked for him in the city yet. Oh, and also my Lillipup likes quiet places, but I'm not sure there are many places like that around here.
I think that's enough information for us to go on. Please, wait here while we search for him.
I'm so sorry to add to your workload when you already look so busy, but thank you. I hope you find my sweet Lillipup.
If we see Lillipup during our investigation, we should talk to it. Find the lost Lillipup. So this is a side quest now. Okay.
Side quest type.
Side quest. We can talk to all these. I want to...
Little doves and
can't go here.
Stuff like that.
So this is a point-and-click game in a sense. Like, you have to talk to different people. I'm not going to talk to everybody, though. The ones that don't have, like, exclamation marks over their heads, I don't think they're important people to speak with.
Yeah, it's exclamation marks ones, yeah.
Oh, if it isn't the Pidgeduff, glad to see you're feeling better now, huh? Who am I? What do you mean? I just rescued you a little while ago, you punk. Forgetting the whole thing, huh?
Well, Pidgeduff are known for their forgetfulness.
Okay, we got some sheep things here.
They seem happy. What are they talking about?
They're saying that no matter how many times they visit the city, it's always bustling and full of fun.
Do you suppose they witness anything?
We can certainly ask. Okay, so interview, what are these things called?
Whimsicott, yeah.
Okay. 159, interviewing Whimsicott. We hope you guys are enjoying the series. Make sure you guys smash the like button if you haven't already. It really helps us get people into the stream and all that fun stuff. We're going to be doing a mini marathon of this game today, as long as my voice holds out. So 6 o'clock will be the next episode, and then we have a Mario episode. I want to do a 3 o'clock one, but I don't know if I was expecting more voice acting, like in-game, than I was.
Right.
So this is going to do a number of my vocal cords. About Whimsicott. Oh, your ride on seasonal winds that take you all over the world, huh?
The city seems even livelier than usual whenever Whimiscott arrive.
Whimsy!
Ah, look, okay, soon you'll be leaving the city to travel somewhere else, huh?
Whim!
Oh, you like coming here every year, because you can meet so many different Pokemon. I'm happy to hear that. Okay, the cotton.
Is the cotton yours?
Whim! Whim!
Yeah, the Whimsicott say it's theirs.
What were they doing there? We actually found this in Mr. Dennis's mansion. I don't suppose you've been there?
Whimsy?
Maybe you have, maybe you have, maybe you haven't? Come on, you gotta remember at least that much.
Whimsy!
Oh, this one does remember.
What did it say?
It said Whimsy. I think it remembers going into the mansion while playing with its friends.
It thinks so. That's not a very clear answer, Pikachu.
Yeah, well, let's ask more details then. How did you find Dennis's residence? You said you might have been in the mansion, but how'd you get inside?
Whim!
Huh? You went in through the window with your friends? Why would you do that?
Whimsy!
Now, you don't remember anything after eating breakfast this morning. What the heck does that mean? Please, it's really important. Try to remember.
Whimsy!
Okay, so human you don't know asked you to do it. What was the stranger like?
Whimsy!
You don't remember because it was someone you'd never seen before, huh? Now look here, you might be an accessory to theft.
Colt!
You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
You think the Whimsicott may have been unknowingly involved in the crime?
If they were, they're blissfully ignorant of it. After all, playing pranks is kind of their whole deal. This complicates things. Hey, have you seen any red Pokemon around here?
Cut!
Oh,
Poniard?
Poniard is red, and you've recently become friends with one?
Poniard? What?
It's a Pokemon with blades all over its body. And it's true that Poniards are pretty red.
Whimsicott!
You often run into it, huh? At the terrace in the Serenity Park? On windy days, you play with it by picking it up and flying around. They said they like to fly with it all over here from Serenity Park.
Serenity Park is a big park just beyond here, right?
Yeah, and the terrace is way over on the far side.
Maybe we can find the Poniard thing over there. Do you remember when you last played with it?
Whimsy!
Lately you've been playing together every day. Even today?
In that case, we might be able to find it there now.
Whimsy?
Oh, if we go meet it, we should be careful about how we treat its favorite rock.
Huh? Its favorite rock?
Whimsy! Whim!
Apparently, there's a rock at the terrace that the Poniard thing really cares about. One time they accidentally stepped on it, and then, well, it got really, really mad.
Wow, that's scary. We better watch our step then.
So that red thing was the one that cut open the Jewl.
Yeah, the Poniard.
Poniard, yep. About Ducklet.
I don't suppose they've seen Ducklet around here.
Whimsy! Whim!
Okay, I get it. You didn't see her.
Whimsy!
If they didn't see her, I wonder where she went. Do you suppose that Poniard or whatever is the red Pokemon we're looking for?
Apparently, it's good friends with the Whimsicott that went into the mansion. So it seems pretty likely, Tim. It's probably the fastest just to go meet it and ask.
But we still have to track down Ducklet.
We should look for Ducklet or Poniard first. Either is fine by me. We can start with whichever one you like.
Thanks, Pikachu.
Search for Ducklet and the red Pokemon. Okay. So this leads to the... Oops. Serenity Park.
Yay, we're in the park.
No coffee for Pikachu.
And no coffee, no coffee at all.
Alright, 1 second. Serenity Park is 204. It is really bright today. Serenity...
I know. It is super bright outside.
Okay. We hope you guys are enjoying the Pokemon series. This is our newest LP that will be getting another episode later today. So
awesome.
If you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel. We are a secret to everyone. Super hard to find us. So smash that like button, share the video with a friend, all the good stuff. Our current like goal is 160. We're at 157.
3 away from 160.
Yep.
Great job, everyone.
This place is huge, Pikachu.
That's Serenity Park for you.
Whimiscott said that Pokemon hangs out around here.
And the terrace is their usual meetup spot. Shall we go look? Wow, I'm having problems running here. Oops.
Great detective tip number 2. If you want to catch a culprit, start with their Pokemon.
Okay.
You can learn a lot from their partner Pokemon.
Interesting. Oh, I can actually go up these stairs. I thought it was going to be like something I have to click on.
Oh, right.
Alright, Amber, you're up. Little kid voice, I think. Yeah, it's a little boy.
Oh, come on! Lickety long, tongue stopped again. She keeps getting distracted.
Look at Tom. Yeah.
Oh, come on! She's getting distracted.
Oh no.
Big Ted.
Look at it.
There you go.
Look!
What a long tongue you have.
Alright.
Thank God there's no more dialogue.
No more dialogue for that thing.
Yick, yick.
Ribombi.
Oh, look, it's a Ribombi.
Oh, yeah. It's a mix of pollen and nectar to make all kinds of different puffs.
It sure seems busy.
Apparently, it's making pollen puffs for its cutie fly to eat. These little bugs have big appetites. They're growing up, so it's got to prepare a ton of food, you know?
Sounds like a lot of work. Let's watch and try not to get in the way.
Okay, so that was useless. Oh, this dude's mysterious.
You there! Wait, you wouldn't happen to be that great detective duo, would you?
Charles, the scientist.
Murloc.
I am such a huge fan of yours.
Oh, gosh. Oh, dear, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Charles Murloc. I'm a scientist working here in Rhyme City to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. A scientist, huh? What's that? You'd like to hear more about what I do, Pika Pika?
Actually,
Oh, my research has been recognized by Mayor Myers himself! Now I'm helping out a new policy that he and the city council are working on. You might say I'm the brains behind Rhyme City's latest policies!
This guy's intense.
Yeah.
And he seems like the type who doesn't even listen to what others are saying. If you two great detectives have any questions for me, by all means, fire away! After all, I have something in common with you both. We're all working to help Rhyme City. We're all coming from the same place, comrades with the same goals. So I'm prepared to answer any questions you have.
Thanks.
Guess our only choice is to play along for a bit. What a drag. About your research.
What sort of research you doing?
My research explores the nature of communication between people and Pokemon.
Sounds complicated.
No, it's simply quite, amazing, really. We're trying to help Pokemon understand human language. Imagine what you do for Rhyme City, right? It'd make life so much more entertaining and simple. A whole city where people and Pokemon can go back and forth like we can, huh?
That really would make Rhyme City an even better place, I suppose.
Don't you think?
What exactly do you help the mayor with?
Oh, my domain is science, not politics. I can't actually propose any new legislation. What I can do, though, is develop new machines and equipment. I also help distribute them to people and Pokemon in Rhyme City. I'm proud to contribute to my city with the power of science!
That's wonderful, I guess.
Isn't it? Mayor Myers comes up with the idea for the bill to help people and Pokemon coexist. So I feel duty-bound to use my position as a scientist to support it. It sounds like he's warming up for speech.
I can tell how passionate you are.
Okay.
Oh, can I ask you a favor, Pikachu? Would you allow me to give you a quick health exam?
Ow! Hey, what'd you just do to me?
Oh dear, it's Pikachu's upset with me. I only plucked a bit of fur. Test results should be ready in just a moment.
What exactly are you doing?
This machine I created at Mr. Mayer's request. I'm not saying Mayor Meyer. That's too much of a tongue twister. It can measure a Pokemon's vital signs in a record time. In other words, it's made to quickly check a Pokemon's health. I'd say that's a good thing for both people and their partners, wouldn't you?
Yeah, sounds like it.
Way to bury the lead there. Okay, it's ready. Now, let me see.
What's it say?
It's detecting caffeine. Did someone say caffeine? Seeing as he's working detective, I figured this was no ordinary Pikachu. But these results are truly fascinating.
Hello, Mr. Murloc?
Oh, do forgive me. He's quite all right. No problems at all. I suppose, well, it's a bit high for a Pokemon, but... Why, what? He does slightly different from regular Pikachu, though. Is there something weird about me?
Well, now that you're finished your checkup, I think we better get going.
Yes, sorry to have taken up so much of your time. Good luck, great detectives!
Thanks.
This game's really putting me through the ringer. Come on, Pikachu, stop sulking and let's go. He said highly what? Grumble.
High triglycerides.
Yay, lady!
Someone seems to have planted a tree right in the middle of the path. It's such an inconvenience.
And so they say. What is this? Is this a red Pokemon? That's a bunny.
That is a red Pokemon.
Raboot!
Aww, sounds cute. Raboot.
It's Raboot, a Pokemon known for its excellent footwork.
Rab!
What's it saying, Pikachu?
Rab. It wants us to be quiet because it's trying to think up a practice routine.
Oh, let's leave it here then.
Okay. Oh, my goodness. So much stuff is happening. Oh. Cool, we hit 1K. So we should probably learn how to save so we can continue this afternoon.
Yeah, maybe we just have to pause and save, or maybe we have to go somewhere.
I don't know how that actually works. So we'll be exploring Serenity Park next time. Save.
Serenity now.
Serenity now. Oh, it's called The Missing Jewl is the name of the case.
The case of the missing jewel.
Yeah. Alright, cool. Alright. Yep, Fire Rabbit. So, guys, we're planning on doing another stream at 3:45, 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock is the next one for this game. And then maybe 6. We'll see how my throat does, because this game is going to make me more exhausted than most of the games that we're doing.
I was becoming tongue-tied just doing a little bit of dialogue. You were doing 1 trillion times more than me.
A lot more than well, they don't have the girlfriend character to help bounce dialogue. Like, she's not in this.
She would divide half the dialogue, because he could say something and then she could respond, like, and that would make sense because of this. And then, instead of him saying everything. Yeah. I don't know why they got rid of the girlfriend.
They have the sister.
That's too bad.
That's okay. Alright. The missing group.
Oh, that sounds good, Princess Emmy. Black bean soup with rice? Sounds delicious.
Okay. So you guys will be redirected to the next stream. We're looking at 4 o'clock for the next episode of Detective Pikachu. Thank you guys so much for watching. The game will be available tomorrow, and we'll be handling the missing jewel case when we return later. So thanks so much for watching, everybody.
Awesome.
Have a great early afternoon, I guess mid-afternoon. I don't know what this is called.
Yeah.
Noon. It's noon. So have a good noon, and we'll see you at 4 o'clock with the next exciting episode of Detective Pikachu Returns here on Kwings Let's Plays. Subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you next time.
God bless, happy gaming. See ya.